Yeah, but it's gonna take last time you got it. I know.
Check, check. Hello. Yo, what's up? We're out here, middle of the dance floor, about to do a tea ceremony with the Sleeping Sensei.
We are. Yes, we are ready. I was back in like 30 seconds.
Evan, like, part.
T minus 120 seconds until tea time. That is the white timer right here. 120 seconds. Make sure you remember to breathe. We're all here today to do LSD. Do we know what that means? Long, slow, deep breaths. Oh, except for the band. The band is great. That's. I was wondering where that static was coming from, and it was the band pointed right at the mic. Can you guys hear me in the back? You definitely can. All right, cool. Does anybody know what time it actually is? Oh wait, I do. It's now. So we as humans start with this. I'll start funny and light and enjoyable. We as humans are the only wizards that I know of, that the world yet knows of. I am Jake the Jedi, Steeping Sensei. Here we steep and we sensei. What that means, steeping is tea, sensei is wisdom. So I have a podcast called Water and Wisdom that aligns with these values and all the things that I'm up to. And the lighthearted start is the reason we're all wizards. I know the force is real. The force is with me. And it's with you as well. What that force is up to us to determine as individuals. We're the only individuals that we know of, human beings, that can control time. What that means is you can choose to waste it, spend it, invest it, kill it. There's many things that you can do with time. And here, our goal is to invest time, immerse ourselves in time. Because we determine what time is. Sometimes time runs fast. Sometimes time runs slow. Sometimes when you need to be somewhere and you start rushing, time moves faster. And now you're eating later, dropping things on the ground. I know because I did that on the Liberians when I was setting up and packing my dropped my phone face first right on the ground. It's because I wasn't being present. And I looked at the clock and it was way later than I thought it was. I'm like, where did my day go? It's because I wasn't being present. So while we're here for the next, hey, I made my mark. I said 120 seconds. This is 2 minutes, this is 3 minutes, and this is 5 minutes. I will rotate this a few times so we can be aware of how much time is passing, both for my quota of how long I need to be here, but more importantly, for the ability to spend this time in presence. I usually have an hour sand timer. Might be in here, actually, now that I think about it, and I might use that too. Stand by. Time. I can pause time because this is my rodeo. It's my steeping sensei tea ceremony here at Sensorium Cosmopolis with my 3 and 4/4 of a person and 5 quarters of a person. And I love being able to do this, whether it's just me alone and my video camera and the content I can create to help others that I never post because I'm too busy with life. So I decided, instead of being busy, I'm going to be present once again. And it's going to keep coming back to that same principle. You can spend time in 2 ways and many others. You know those Dungeons and Dragons cubes that have like 100 sides? You roll the dice and it's one of 100 things. This is really it really has 100 sides, even though it has 2. You can spend time inspired, or you can spend time productive. Currently, we're going to do both, but I'm going to flip it to inspired because sometimes when we have inspired present time, we are more productive than when we try to be productive. That is why I kept the tag on this stand item. Because I remember when I'm grinding to get to productivity, I usually use my inspiration. First drink we are having today is a green tea. It's called Yushan Yang. It is a green tea from the Yushan Mountains from China, and it is delectable. Most Americans have never drank a proper cup of tea because if you get it in a tea bag, it's already low quality tea to begin with, for the most part, not a blanket statement. Bruce Leaf will praise the God. Now we're talking about the flavor and temperature and the health benefits of tea. Happen at certain temperatures, not at boiling. Not if you go to the restaurant and you get a cup of tea and they use the red button and the red lever puts out water that's 200 degrees. This is going to be about 170 degrees, which is 30, 40 degrees lower than boiling. And that creates the difference between a good cup of tea and something that tastes bitter. And I believe that sharing a good cup of tea with friends is one of the most important things. Now getting to reasons why. Now we'll activate our senses. So our time is a sense, believe it or not. That would be our sixth sense, is our sense and perception of time. We're going to be activating our other senses, our breath, ears, music, our taste, and our smell. The tea itself will be bringing in the elements. So earth, fire, water, air, and ether independently. I'll get a little bit into each one of those. If you're interested in any of the things that I share, my face. Yay! Now you're gonna hide behind it. If you're interested in any of the individual things that I share with just one drop of wisdom in each bottle, I am going to be doing podcast episodes on each one of them. And the thing that will inspire me the most is talk to me, engage, let me know what you're interested in. I'll make a podcast episode answering questions that you have, how you can live a better life in one way or another way. So I am an interactive teacher, and the best way to create a response with interactive teachers is to interact. Interact. Got it right. Cast iron teapots are lovely. They're Japanese style teapot, even though my offering of tea ceremony tends to be more on the Chinese gong fu style, like kung fu, but Gong. Gong fu. It is the artful wisdom and mastery of tea. And it is specifically the artful wisdom and mastery of tea over time. Same with the word fu in general. Mastery over time. And that doesn't mean like I'm a time wizard. So we're gonna shift the connotation briefly. Where mastery over time is we invest time into something in mastery. So sit with that. Sit with what you invest in your time to gain mastery. Because this is one of the things for me. My cast iron teapots are a great friend of mine who gave this to me. My first ever cast iron teapot that I had. And I poured this water in at full boil a moment ago to heat the teapot up and bring the water temperature down. So I'm guessing it's somewhere between 170 and 180 at the moment. And I'll show you what gone through since ceremony and why. Well, first of all, life that I thought. Thinking about tea, drinking tea for so long. Each time is new, especially with different tea, but even with the same tea. Very that I it's my tea pet, but in front of center. Very thirsty. As many of us, thirsty for things that we don't know what we're thirsty. That's the interesting thing. I mean, looking and searching in life because we're unsatiated in some way. Looking, searching, finding, but still being unsatiated because we don't know what we're looking for to begin with. We know what we're looking for. I recently came to be aware. First off, when this is done, it's going to be our tea red. First one's going to be very light and we'll steep it longer and longer to get more flavor. I came to the awareness that I thought that restfulness sometimes, my head thought that restfulness looked like sleeping in or having fun and going out late and staying up and recharging with friends. Now, I do recharge socially. That is something different about me that some people don't have. Some people recharge with fun. There is different social types and energetic types. But the way that we truly recharge isn't through the things we think are leisure activities. The TV, phone, the scroll, the avoiding that which we know we need to do because we're tired or need to rest. In fact, that propagates a continued sense of tiredness. Because as we are in those states of continuing to move past the things we know we need to do, we live in disarray, disharmony with nature. In low state, that which we think we needs to do gets done almost immediately. And if something is in level of priority order higher than what you think about, write it down and get it done in a timely manner. So it doesn't play with your conscience. I thought that until very recently, that watching a few seasons of my favorite TV shows that my father and I used to watch together was really recharging. Until I realized that what the TV is not recharging. No matter how many hours you put off doing what you need to do to watch the television instead of setting tea ceremony for 5 minutes, which refuels the system both biologically because of the tea and chemically, but spiritually. Now, if there is a statistic, which there is, that says that individuals who drink tea are about 25, 20 if you want to be conservative, but the statistic really that 25% less likely to die from causes. All causes. It is called all cause mortality. And that is a scientific study brought to you by Cambridge University. So the ability to have a truly scholarly universal study that say heart conditions, dementia, blood pressure, liver, cancer, these things are chronically related to dropping rates after drinking tea. That study was done with many people from China, Japan, the US, and other countries. Look it up, quote me. And now my argument is that scholarly study partially placebo effect? Well, yes, all are. We don't know what the placebo effect is, but it's amazing. They give you a sugar pill, I tell you it's that pill, you get better. And not because you balance your sugar. The placebo effect here is, are we feeling a sense of slow time because I said so? Is it because you create that inside of you? Is it because we agree that there is a shared sense of time? I don't know. But time doesn't care. That's the difference between Zen Buddhism as a scholarly practice, as a wisdom, rather than religions and sciences. While science and the scientific method in STEM, which is a word that's thrown around in many holistic circles, people don't really know what Zen means. It's a mindset. It comes from the word Chan in Chinese, which is the meditative mind, basically directly translated. And there's a Sanskrit word that comes before it that you would derive from that to properly translate that word would need paragraphs to understand what that word means there. It is basically a meditative mind. You can create rituals, practices, and religions around how to attain spirituality. The meditative mind. Sit, breathe, don't think about anything. Good luck. The monkey mind will win. So how do we play with the monkey mind and also attain the meditative mind? It took me until today to realize, because I heard it in a podcast, that enlightenment is not realizing some aha moment. We have had all the aha moments up till now with, I'll go religions for a moment, the Bible or the Quran or any of the Torah, any of the books that somebody says, this is right, that we know. That is their realization. We know what's right and you need to listen. Enlightenment is the opening up not to wisdom or knowledge, but to the mystery itself and allowing it to stay in it. We can know what we know. Great example. A forest. We know it is a bunch of those, or other things like those, trees. And forest, something that we can divide even further. Well, there's the top layer, bigger tree, and there's the shrub layer, smaller levels below that. Well, there's levels below that. There's levels below that. And no matter how small we get, how far below we go, there is always going to be more nuance. We can go to a molecular level. Now we're at atoms. We can go deeper than that. We can go to Schrodinger's cat and the wave particles quantum physics, like quantum physics. And there are still inexhaustible mysteries around us. Enlightenment is just letting them be a mystery and not having to know the answer while still pursuing with the that is available. One step after the next. Precisely. My true spiritual path came to enlightenment, which I continue to open up further and further. When would you like to join us for the tea ceremony? That's yours now. What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah. Okay. Good to meet you. So we're going to go in a circle. Now that I forgot to do this part, I just dove right in. I was already late on time. I knew our timing here today would be a little wonky because of the heat, but it's so much better now than it was even 20 minutes ago. Hannah, Jake, or Jedi, also known as the Steeping Sensei. For me, Steeping as in tea, Sensei as in teacher. And I want you to know that I am not the Steeping Sensei. It is a brand, it's a community, the important part is I am not the teacher. This is the teacher. He is and always will be. If you travel through time with teeth, you track wealth, wisdom, culture, healing modalities that we need to integrate one or another in order to bring more holistic version of self. I don't mean holistic like hippie dippy. I mean holistic, like truly balanced. So it's available. If you want to know more about it, I'm a real person. Interact with me on site. You can get the real. Send me interweb. Send me a message. I'll text back. Hannah, what is your one word of gratitude? One word of gratitude for or whatever comes to mind now. Say gratitude. All the vocabulary. I heard this guy.
Why?
But I love that. Yours. Community.
Ah,
Energy. Hinachi. Energy. Yours. Stillness. I love it. Josh,
I
what is your one word of gratitude for the moment? Only pick one. Thankful. I love it. Yours?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo!
Salud.
Nostrovia.
Thank you for having us. This amazing event, Jeremiah. You killed it. All the things that have been done up to this moment. Space that is held now. Would you like to stay for 30 seconds? Please join. I'm just about to pour him.
I
Anybody
have
who wants to join for
ADHD.
30
Me
seconds.
too. It's okay.
No, it's okay. Join for 30 seconds.
I'll
I'm
drink.
about to pour right now.
You have a bit of a breath on.
Take 1 cup and pass it down. So we've got Madison. We've got Lucho. We've got Muse. We've got Jeremiah. Jameson. What? My brain. I'm bad with names. I'm bad with names. We've got Hannah. We've got question. Dan. Thank you, man.
Okay.
We've got Ryan. We've got Terry. It's really hard, especially because it's on your turn. We've got Clint. Excellent. All right. See you, sir. Thank you all for being here.
Oh,
Clint.
Oh, sure, bro.
Yes. Oh, that was smooth. So, in your passing and going, you may have heard Cliff Notes from Nova sharing, but tea is power. Tea is magic. The reason that tea is magic is if you drag it through time, you drag all wealth, wisdom, culture, and power. My question to be present next is you can use half the white if you need to be somewhere, that would be 60 seconds. But this is 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes.
Where are you?
Yeah, that means I can use the beats like. I thought I was only going to get a few minutes for you guys. It's like you in that moment.
thank you.
You're really present. You breathe. We are time to do that. We have the awareness of time so we can down time. Wonder how long it's going to be.
For you a little more, my guy?
Got a little away.
So it's Jamie, right? Yeah, Jameson. You're no, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
What's your name, brother?
Jamie.
Jamie, what's good?
I think
Glad to have you here today. Thank you for
see how many plants we brought also.
Welcome to the Gong Fu tea ceremony. We're going to
We need
some very. We can point that behind you.
Oh, the tree, this banana tree that we pulled in, like last night we're doing like all this setup, you know.
Here we go. Oh, great, David.
And today I came in and there's like a whole extra banana tree.
Friends, if you feel like bringing your arms all the way in, otherwise you're here in spirit. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Before you sit, smell, use, engage your senses. And before I get enough, I'll love to pour you something.
Here, can I bring right?
Absolutely.
I'll bring you a second.
Harry gets tea. Harry, tea.
Terry.
Patty.
Let's see.
So good. The tea is flowing.
This here is the first watcher tea. Those of you who watched the Kung Fu part of the tea ceremony watched me pour the first tea. Right over my little friend. He's my tea pet. This is the second steeping that you and I are drinking. And everybody else gets some first. Enjoy it. Like it says, speak with it. That's happening. It's my cordial pleasure to invite you to me. Now, for us to be able to do this with ourselves and we're alone is how it is original. For us to be able to do this as a community is original. But for us to be able to do this when we're not together and still do it together, that's the sweet spot. FaceTime me. Get on my live streams, which I'm on right now. If you're ever on my live streams and you feel like hanging out with me on live stream, you can be on my computer with your cup of tea and I can see you on my live stream. So I can put you in on Riverside with my link and I have a private invite night. So I can have up to like 50 people face to face with me while I get to do this. So while we get to be separate, we also get to be together. The wisdom is always accessible. I will be continuing to proceed throughout the next few hours until I run out of water. And I'm just excited to be here with you. Bring this around one time. Got a lot of flavor to it. Second team. If you're interested in any of the more technical aspects of tea, how to get a really good tasting tea, the flavor profile, things like that are available here. There's a lot of information on that. So again, just pick me up. Happy to create that space. It's about temperature and it's about timing. You can do one breath with the tea leaves in here at 170 degrees. It's 40 degrees below boiling. That's just feasible. Green tea is 170 to 180. White tea is 180 to 190. Black tea is 190 to 195-ish. Boiling's 212. So you're talking like way burning tea leaves, right? You know what burnt coffee tastes like? You ever been to Dunkin' Donuts? Ultimately, anything can be a ceremony. We can create the space here where your drink choice is coffee. Get good quality organic coffee grounds like I have with my tea grounds. Source them right. We're doing that 200 instead of 212. Get some beautiful coffee tea berry, even if it's a French press, that just makes you smile, not to drip coffee. There's the power where my first time drinking tea was through a French press. Like my first time drinking tea immediately was friend with French press. Right after the Delray on Circle, Eric would bring me back to his home and we would drink mate tea at 8:30, 9:30, 10:30 at night, like heathens. I didn't realize I was such a heathen. I had no idea that the chemical compound in tea that was like, why did we stay up until 3:30 in the morning having great conversations? Because we're drinking straight caffeine. That's why.
You're very.
It's very cultural. Like,
My mom.
okay, so European tea is one culture of tea. You've got Chinese tea, Turkish tea, and Turkish coffee.
This is.
Take one step to your right. Down behind you. Oh, you're good. No worries. Makes sense. So, is there anybody else here who can drink like a cup of matcha or straight coffee, espresso, and just take a nap? That is a typical correlation between neurodivergence.
Yeah.
So, it's very interesting to see the power of herbs and how they affect people differently, and the power of presence and how it affects people differently. So these two things that are available to us at any given moment. Our power in our interpretation. As humans, we are what we interpret. In the moment that we interpret. If you're upset, you interpret something as bad, you become that energy. So we are what we interpret in the moment that we interpret it. And in the next moment, we can interpret something new. I can be like, oh, it's hot out here and it's a little humid. Everybody else is inside. Nobody out here. There's all these things I can tell stories. And our emotions aren't based on reality. It's based on the stories we tell ourselves from people. So if we can shift those stories, we can shift our reality. Warmth.
That's why I said, so for me, you felt the warmth.
I love it. You got warmth right here too.
I'm a lizard. I love this.
Free sauna. Acid for the win.
Stop. What?
So this one is exactly 175. And we will do the 3 breaths. You'd be surprised at how much color it gets. Big exhale first. All of it. Hold at the top. Double sip. One more. One more. So I will finish with the fact that you matter so much. So much you matter so much that you were made to matter. Get that.
What?
That's a Jay Jackson Stephen Kente original quote. So, and go and put stuff inside. I'm going to bring a whole tray of tea inside because this one's going to come to a close and that one's going to come to an open. Unlike how they were supposed to be planned, which was parallel and at the same time. So in this moment, we will take one breath into the fats that this continue to grow, and there will be just as many people inside as outside next time, with next time after that, or moving into the ball. One breath as a thanks to all the people with the booths and the tables and the drums and the instruments. I'm one breath for the gongs because I cannot wait for that. He's just sweaty from being inside and setting up the gongs because we know how big those things are. Thank you for joining us.
Pictures.
Please.
Right in the
Instagram, baby. And you can tag me at Steeping Sensei, Steeping Like Tea.
Gonna do it later.
Sensei Like Tea.
Uploading to the third album.
Excellent. Thank you. What's your name?
What's up?
Awesome. Would you like some tea?
I can't have that.
Would you like some bubble tea later when I make it?
I can have coffee.
Okay. Shit. Only coffee. I love that.
You know what time it is.
You are released. Go be free because there's another activation happening after this. And it's my pleasure to do micro laser tea time. The long version can last Japanese tea ceremony in full presence without all the coffee, 3-4 hours of presence. So I do the very laissez-faire, very go with the flow, or shot style tea ceremony. But there is balance here. The full 10 tea ceremony is massive that I have yet to witness. But when I wrote my business cards as Japanese tea ceremony list, I immediately changed it to Chinese tea ceremony list. The more you learn, the more you learn. Oh, the last quote I'll leave you with. As the island of knowledge grows, so too do the shores of ignorance. The island, as it grows, we continue to find the beach growth of ignorance around us, which is the dark abyss of the other, the mystery of what is. That's the fun part. Who wants to go to the beach? We all go to the beach. It's great. I didn't went there yesterday. I was there today. So it's where we live in our life. It's not just the knowledge. We should live in the ignorance and enjoy it. No shame around. I'll leave you with that. Thank you for being here.
Part of the enlightenment, right?
Yeah. Before I do my live stream, I'll do one more tea for. Oh, my pleasure.
Or a little.
Yes.
Let me just in time. You know what time it is? It's now. Welcome to now.
Oh, shit. What is it? No, you forgot.
No.
Yeah, because these are little much.
I got rid of that because
Exactly.
you want to bring a glass of a teapot before getting in the car and not have tea delivered here. I don't want to have to take a teapot because I don't need my teapot. So now it's been dry fully after use. And I don't want to oil and tannin. They're dying right now. But I'll just take a teapot and I'll just be like, it's hot, so I'm not going to go in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Good. Here.
Did it help with
Okay, wow. Hiding. 75 one more time, and then I'm gonna go right side with the team set because it's supposed to do the activation. I started at 4:45, then it's 8:35, so I'm actually gonna team this regular side to be able to conquer those individuals.
This is Sheila.
So, thanks for being here. How are you today? Pleasure. Like a good. Do you have something I have?
Well,
You want the sugar iron or the tea iron? I'll still tea all day long on this mic. Don't get me
really
started.
great for simple, right? Okay, we're going to try that. I'm just starting to get into,
The very light brewing of Sean Juan from the Lushan Mountains. Time to be sure.
oh, really good. Really good problem. Yeah, this is the entire forest that's developed into a resin of the tank. These are ancient plant resins from heirloom plants.
That's it.
They're great when they concerning into this.
You know how those trees and
Otherwise,
forests,
for example,
that's like the underbrush and forest.
no caffeine, but all the minerals.
little tiny
Only very little bit.
and there's a little layer of deep surface.
To make it very similar to
That's the like the instructors.
no fancy.
That's the
Oh, so you
candy
make
can.
you don't put it on.
And you inside, say inside of the water, the molecular stuff.
So this is
Atoms
the
actually part of it. Toxic.
You ever learned to reference to the resistance here and together before?
We have access to
Yeah, like all the different ancient
Oh, no.
possible stuff.
So, yeah.
Like bread of life? Okay,
As the guy
that's what this is, or sometimes it's
so
also
to do the shredders.
purified sea
I don't like going to beach. So why be ashamed or any fear of the unknowledge of that which we
metaphysical feelings.
or we know
So for deep healing, manifestation,
and it's that which we don't know.
journey,
And
how do we allow ourselves the best
so
time?
light, but it's not some magical process. So saying, aha, I know. It is the magical process of saying, aha, I do not.
Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah. Now,
Over and
the
over.
thing is,
I
drawing from
That there's this interesting thing. You call it, you call it some divine mystery. Sometimes.
wow.
nice.
And
Yeah.
the second you think you know it,
We do
you're
something.
already fucking proven wrong. The second I thought I had my life figured out and all my ducks are figured out,
Like, yeah,
that's when it all came back down.
we get up with some.
And it's that moment in time, that thing, you know,
You have Instagram?
at the end says, oh, really though? So why not live in the mystery? Now have to allow a week, quiet awakening every day. Keep going loud awakening. That which pushes you.
Yeah, but this is it right here.
This might be that. I can say.
Oh yeah. Right. Nice, you did good. That's what he said. Yeah, man.
How do you feel about now that they didn't coincide in timing and this is beginning now? I'll portray it again. We can just pass it around. Let me not say it because there's a moment of just being sure how these three blessings. But to be able to share it with your hair like this. Yeah. 3 minutes and so this one is 2. It's 3. It's 5. By the time the rest one is
Yeah.
I will not be here.
No, 100%. Yeah. Tough time.
Had a conversation about it.
Many people know me as Jake the Jedi. That's interesting because D, J, and Jim.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Is-
tough part. That's the
Name,
tough part.
what are you, Genie in the English? It's called Jim.
I get it.
And I don't know how you done, but it's E-J-I-N-S. And it's
I have to double layer it.
Qui-Gon Jim. His last name is based on Genie. His first name is based on Qui-Gon. And he is one of the few people in the entire series of Star Wars that does not listen to the Jedi Council or the Willy P. The guy, he listens to the living universe stuff. And what he does sometimes seems nonsensical. Because he's not listening to real stuff around him and the dogma of that which already is and that which is. He is creating through the sheer presence of being present. What this body is telling his awareness is telling. That's why Jim, G, we are all stadiums.
The Indians, the black people.
That's a good song. This is a Lushan Yan. I'm gonna pass it around. It's not like you've already drank some. You guys have. Honestly, it is such a thing. Having a TI is like chemically, biologically, I don't know how, I don't know why, but it is.
It's on.
I'm bringing this up to 179 degrees, like stacking with stacking 3 reps. Sorry. Tea, that's a great question, actually.
That's why I know all the ancient history.
I know myself, it's very, very good. I mean,
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Originally, she was there.
tea. And when I say tea, a lot of people in the US don't know exactly what we're talking about. Green tea, white tea, black tea, tea,
Very
chamomile,
similar with the.
and they're all called.
Yeah.
You can really
They're not-
talk to it, give yourself.
They're actually called tenaces.
It's really,
It's not from
manifestation.
there's one.
So it's not just physically healing.
I haven't tasted it yet. I would
No, it's bitter. It's gonna be, it's definitely gonna be bitter.
They make all
Sorry, I just can't have these in this stuff.
green tea, black tea, white tea, all the different varieties and flavors and oxidations, long tea, everywhere.
Oh, man.
Perfect tea.
Yeah.
They're all
You can't have the ornaments in sunlight.
almost say first ceremony. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be earthy. It's gonna
Like
be
a earthy burnt.
Yeah.
Sweet though. I taste like stuff.
I guess.
It's just
Are you doing any kind of tongue or like any type of traditional with like
the herbs that it came from. How it's processed. Sweet is the only one. That's the only good thing here. Between
Like
green
plant.
tea and lactine is how it's oxidated. So
You do everything with that.
yeah, exactly. That's the only thing. I really don't use too many. No oxidation. You know, I mean, you have things like lavender and use a little bit of oxidation in black tea. Most people don't know tea. That's really it. You know, I use seed oil before black seed oil. That's why the long tea has so many varying flavors. You know, I'm not really that versed on anything. Then you have yellow, or like just baby seed oils, buds, which are beautiful and very expensive.
Yeah,
If we ever have a public
something like this is
I'll
supposed to
take
take
that out.
in place of entire apothecary
And
because
this is my
if we
favorite.
think about chemical elixir of the gods,
You're very often to have
referring to cannabis,
say
monotonic gold and
that's
so
everything. Oh, green tea.
so when you have the warmness and the cannabis together, we're actually
And
completing
it's studying
study
about
that allows us to
how chemistry based on fire and some tea already done.
Yeah,
exactly.
I've done a 40-day fast to be warmness, trying to get ready to do it again.
Oh wow.
Do it all the
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
This much tea, holding, and every likely will die.
That's the
It's
thing.
25%.
That would-
But you all kind of
The movies out
called
of
long
one time
Yeah.
because we do the oil.
Talking cancer, dementia, blood pressure, coronary heart disease, etc.
But you can put this on your stomach at night. You can put it on your tattoos.
Now it's because the people who drink
Put it on your
level
joints,
headings, especially
runners, but it protect them.
is that
products.
I do not. Oh yeah. I can't.
So yeah. This is the warmest
You know, you do your
organic castor and coconut seeds. You rub it on your stomach at night.
Okay, you're doing on my team podcast.
Joints. Helps you get the parasites out of your joints.
Oh wait,
That's clear.
that's can I try that on my knee? That is
Absolutely.
right here.
I'll just put a little bit on your hand right here, and then you just rub it on the front.
Cool.
And the back is where you get your lymph nodes.
Got it. This is called
I always talk with athletes about this, but I feel like more so the hippies gravitate towards the Ormus concept. But I'm telling you, this is literally for everybody.
This is how you work, right?
Oh yeah. And then you get the back.
Go this way. Your wrist maxes out.
About 30 minutes.
Your elbow maxes
Usually the
out. And you
folks
start
know
working
the
with your body.
difference and we're allowing ourselves to get
This
pain at a cellular level. How do we help them solve it? Not just put a band-aid.
So we don't even know how to say
It's cellular healing.
yeah, that's just like pharmaceutical. That's the question we're gonna keep coming back to over and over.
Exactly.
Every tea ceremony I go, every tea ceremony I do myself,
Even though
every
I'm
tea
not
ceremony I attend, is what don't I know still? And why?
fucking good, man. Oh, yeah.
Explore that.
Yeah,
If
man.
you missed it already, I'll read it again. My cornerstone.
Oh, yeah. That's no
Okay,
shit.
shit.
As this is going to taste more like sea salt because it's just simply dead sea salt. So these are actually, you look at our,
It's always getting bigger.
it's actually the cleanest salt.
Wow.
Oh, and that's right.
ST. Oh, yeah.
But you have a compound that's removing those from the body.
Insane like tea. Sure.
So it helps to get rid of the metal,
What's gonna spell like fire? So
everything
I
over.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my research on this for sure. So the next time I'll buy. Yeah, you gotta give them some of that. My 5 minutes are up. I'm gonna do like at least another 60, maybe over. And I'm genuinely standing. This is ready. So okay.
Yeah.
You guys on that side there. There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, you can hold it.
Sure. I'll have a little tea.
Yeah. 60 seconds.
We're here for the medicinal coffee.
This is how tea ceremony is supposed to flow. I'm supposed to think nobody's gonna show up, everyone's gonna be inside, and then I get rounds of tea. A few at a time. I think it's just me and the three of us. From the second the tea's ready to be poured, people just spontaneously arrive. This is the method. Wow. I never heard of a monkey that teamed it up. I want it.
It's so horrible. No.
That's so. Fun fact, just because I'm gonna go for fun facts. One of my favorite things to do as a kid, I get to say whatever I want. So there's monkey things. Yeah, it's not monkey things. Apparently, it's so high up in the mountains that what? They send the monkeys to go get it. I'm so glad that you said this because you believe this, TH. Whether that is a legend or not, but sure that is. Tea grows originally, chronologically, tea grows in forests. Full size tree that they climb to get the tea. Now, the cultivar of tea that we drink nowadays, Paleosinensis, really ending, is tea. They've been cultivated to grow at a low level so that we can think they grow. But the original origins of tea are land in the tree monkeys climbing trees to pull the tea down so that they can make this. That is the best of all. Yeah. It's a ceremony. It's encouraged to spill a little bit. Water gets places. Sometimes we just feed our teeth that a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing about it. How many times do we think that something is simple and we realize, oh wait, there's more complexity to this. Why did we do that? Why did we water the teeth that? Why did we blah blah blah? Now that's everything. We were just talking about the forests. You know what forest is? Makes the forest. Yes. Forest Gump, exactly. You can simplify a concept in one word, but that doesn't mean that it is not more complex. And we as humans tend to say, all right, Lawrence, and you think I know what I'm talking about. But there's so many different types of words. Or we can go on a molecular level, look at the atoms in the foods. There's so many different nuances in everything. That's for us to think together. Almost there are certain things. This is too long. I didn't hear of that. And I think that we think we are in a very secure state of society nowadays. Thank you, my God. It's like very knowledge based. But we're not. We're actually led by an emotional state of society. The dogma is quite emotional state. So as we ground back into that which actually is reality, whether you're super sciencey or not, the spirituality that stand aligns very highly with scientific methods, is they both trust ultimate truth. Dalai Lama was asked, what if you find a science article, someone does research that can prove everything that you believe in wrong? And he thought he had the Dalai Lama on that. Dalai Lama's answer displayed that individual's lack of understanding of Buddhism and the Zen way. Was I would read that and say, I care you can't. I believe to be wrong. I would change my beliefs. That is the essence of science, and that is also the essence of science. The mind, minus subjective biases. It's so interesting. Many people try to put Zen around and don't know that Zen has Zen is a form of Buddhism that is in China and as Chan Buddhism delved into Japan and samurais and shoguns, the leaders of countries.
I promise I won't be less long.
States in China, sorry, Japan. Like,
It seems like it's like you see from the sunlight.
They only can work. Yes, the samurai were conquered by band-aids. Why? Because even if you mix it all the chaos, if samurai find peace here, I promise you can.
At my
And with that, I am signing off to bring this talk to you then over here inside. If you want more tea, I will bring it out. Here we go.
You can appear at that talk.
This is a Lushan Yan from the Lushan Mountains in Africa in China. You are great. Oh, and the reason we got into Japan for this thing is because one of the reasons I tried to finish the training, I guess not training, I started talking about Zen in the Japanese and the discipline behind finding peace. The reason starting and as a way of being honor to those who you are seated with, because eventually my legs can hurt. The reason that is it's honor and respect. If I can't stand up, that's the starting. So this needs to get
Well,
because from here I can go.
yeah, it's a lot less arrogant when you put it as a
And it's
TV.
just so interesting.
Just as everybody,
You know, on my years starting, that started like by times because we cheer, we got to think about the line, it's your gut, and everything's flashing around. You're poison, I'm poison too. So I can't with you because if you cheers aggressively,
and there's like,
then you just mess the whole thing up.
pull your thoughts down, but something like this, instead of the soda,
Love you.
let me give you all your minerals, hydration,
That we operate on that.
allow you to sell details.
Actually means something else
All
entirely.
toxins are exposed to post.
Water and wisdom is my podcast. If you're interested in anything I shared today, please interact, ask me questions. I will make podcast episodes just for your questions. I don't, not joking at all. I enjoy interacting with my audience. I feel that like content in a way that most other people should be able to for their own fears. Wherever you are, I'm sure I have something that you don't. I've been well. I'm an engineer as well as a spirit. I have that talent. I just came from the job site where I was like now installed. So
Get all your
side of the gang exists simultaneously.
Oh, yeah. Cereal, but a binder.
And you're not alone.
So fast.
Don't act
If you're doing
Even when
anything
you are
accurate, you can hydrating and storing.
I missed everything I could. I'm sorry, I don't everything I could out now.
See? All that is very small. You want to get like here visually. Are you guys doing your retreat?
All right.
Yes.
Want to thank
Oh, so I was.
Thank you for joining me for tea time. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. And this is Keeping Sensei signing out.
While you're doing something like psilocybin, it helps you balance those energies.
Yeah.
Oneness by itself is slightly like 100% nootropic. I just think we need sunlight is the thing. Otherwise, I'll let you guys. Usually I have a special umbrella when it's Sunday, sunny. But if you're doing something like this, people have a better experience because you're
yo. So
the underlying gut issues, which can.
I want to thank y'all for coming out.
You only need a very little bit.
And thank you, Stevie Sensei,
Whoa, I just care. This is
for
wonderful.
walking the ceremony.
If we're gonna do a whole, like, oh my God,
Stevie Sensei will be out here burning some fire later, doing some flow.
this would be fun for doing a whole toss. The reason why we only do 50 grams, so you can use it fresh within the year. So if you're doing a ceremony, you might just use the majority of it during that ceremony. But this way you have your shield fresh. That's more important than.
Hello, mic check, okay. If anyone, yeah,
200 grams.
and anyone, obviously it's really hot right now, so we're probably not gonna do any workout right now, but if anyone is interested to sign up in a run club or a walk club, let me know.
When you guys figure
It's One Way Run Club right here. So if you're interested, just wave me down. My name's Tony. Very easy.
Wrap everything in aluminum foil. That way it retains the.
Yo, thanks a lot, Tony. We're gonna continue working with the clubs, with fitness being a top priority on the outside, especially.
It's gotta be in the luggage, exactly.
It's tough on a hot day.
You're using psilocybin and,
What you were ready to receive?
oh, the, was it? Oh, really good, really good. Really good. That's the thing. Something like this was used in many different shamanic and ancient healing cultures. I would just recommend it on that to you all.
Yeah,
Because
like,
this could
it goes like 100. I think. Like,
I mean, this is a great place to start. Oh yeah, if you're gonna be out there. So,
Sarah Lee over here. Remember, I sent you a text.
they hold a great life. Some people are put it it's healing on a cellular level.
That means so much.
Cellular hydrating. So if you're using it with all the plant medicines,
I hate them. But it's like, it's a game. I mean, I think it's
you're gonna fall out of that area. I like to put them together. Because that way we're getting all the minerals.
It is funny
hydration.
up there. So, I will have actually my girlfriend found me.
One drop of water. So even if you do just a half dose, with a, you're gonna have that much better experience. More
Well,
full
we
experience.
like
With
finding
the
out
so carbon, during combo. Other podcasts.
kept saying I was going to get up for everything inside, but people keep like entertaining me out here.
Yeah, right.
Gets to a point where I end up ordering enough teas and running out of water, and having to get up and get water. That's when I know the teas are looking good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, hey, what's up, everybody? Take a deep breath. It's a gorgeous summer day, summer night, leading into the night.
Fall is on the way.
Kind of into summer too. It was a good one. Summer.
Folks together. If you sign up for the mail,
We're still there. We're still in the summer. Let's hold the summer vibe. Kids already done started school, you know.
They did?
They're all popping up on your feeds and everything.
I get a lot of it. I go to every fucking neighborhood. Yeah. I can't take away that I repeated was as I with knowledge. So people arrogance is trying to I couldn't hear the team. Like hang out there in the dolly and just get towards goal. Not sure what you know. That's your argument. Ignorance is different there. Knowledge.
let's get that fun going.
No. What I got yeah. Because like we know. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, well, see if he does what.
I don't have to. Yeah. I have seen this. It was good idea. Fun. That was like writing for that.
I'll definitely try. What is it made of?
Oh,
So it's yeah, I mean, that's the thing. This is
good. Yeah, it's my first time having like his teeth. So it's like this side.
especially with the courtesy. It's quite early now.
Those are oh, they are. Oh, fancy. Yeah.
That's better.
Lot better faster.
What's up?
But better.
Pretty tight now.
Oh my God. That's a concept it's usually very rich. Green. So that's the good part. Yeah, that's so you get a proper balance. Yes. Get out of the museum.
They always talk about getting on the phone. Are you guys excited? Yeah. Huh? Are you excited for me? Yeah. I'm definitely excited.
Oh, you know.
That's super. Say, down the book.
Oh no, it's
Smoky.
oh yeah. Ancient plant, ancient plant. Which means that they're more during the block there. These are greater than so for some of the getting all the radiation out of it. We all know the building have radiation.
Think of the difference between open to
So what I'm saying, it's very pretty clear.
are the same.
It's the shield. And then we put warmness in the water. It's important for men to have ladies because then when you get ladies need to be like yeah. So what happens is we're all popular with this. It's all give us the bio.
If they're really improperly dry, your teeth can last.
Toxic and definitely taste stone. I swear to God, I taste something like so deep.
For a body. So I really need to I'm really hot for you today. These are like oh my God. Oh, okay. But I don't feel that way. Two, we're doing it because we got the good tea, we got the good tea.
That's it.
We got the have some on the phone.
I actually simply.
It's different. I love it first. Oh, it's
Something I'm saying that.
I do know her.
no. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you gave one, but
This came out for love.
Yo, what's up? We got DJ Draft about to do a surprise little 10
The
minute.
funny thing is,
Oh,
these are all actually tuned in. If you're connecting, you know, with families. But you know, we should all be together. You can do this. Easier for people to they're on TV. Oh yeah, yeah. So, yep.
how is it for
Yeah. It is a green tea from China. It's called Dushan Yuan. Yuan.
I was just wondering.
Great. Oh, I got your live with me. Oh, really? Interesting. I wouldn't admit that. Yeah. And what happens? Shit, this thing's still on. Man, it did the whole live stream. Thank you for not dying and actually doing the whole live stream. This was a test and you passed. I wonder how my audio is, but I will see you all next time. Or maybe I'll bring you inside with me. Just bring me inside. Generate. Okay. And you can. That's good enough. I'm helping Jake so we can put everything together. It's all good, man. I will come down to you. You want copper? Yeah. That's the other great thing. Okay. Oh, this? Just confirm the James. Oh, yeah. Whatever you need to do now, yes. It can be stolen in this moment. I just meant because you're the only one here on it. Right now, this time is your time. This is your time. No, I'm closing your time. I'm closing my time. Gotta go down my coat because I haven't eaten in way too long.
With the loyal friends I love you. I do friends, but I'm not so good. I got something I just want. In yourself, exactly. Let me show you something. Something that let me show you something. Let me show you something. Something you know, I have to go to work on work because it's worse for you. If I have to put my money else in the portion, now for you. Ain't nobody know.
Can you pass it right here? Thank you. I didn't know how to do that without scratching the bottle. I'll kick the door down, even if it's a pole. Oh shit! Look at that. What a beautiful bowl setup. Nice. Can one of you guys grab this door for me? Can you grab that door for me? Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
No worries. Are you making any assumptions about this person? Why are you? Is it good or is it bad? Can you just notice to let go? If you can see this person's joy or pain through their eyes, maybe they're a male or a female, which is the same sex as you. Maybe you don't know their preference also for the other gender. We start making assumptions about all these things. And sometimes in life we act over them and we don't have to act over them. How hard is right now? How hard you gonna check out, just move away, laughing, and ask questions? If you try to check out, just take deep breaths and stay connected. Can you look at this person without like looking at who they are from the outside, just looking at them as a soul, as a light? What? How do you feel in your body right now? Is there anything tingling or are you nervous? Maybe there's a lot of curiosity that you want to ask questions. Actually, I'm curious about this person. I wonder where they're from, at their age, how they grew up, what they doing here. Why did they decide to come here today? Intimacy starts to arise curiosity because it is intimate with someone's eyes that you don't know. We don't even look at other people that we go through our whole lives with. But can you just be seen at the same time you are seeing them? Can you allow it to yourself to be seen as you are without any judgment? And also seeing the other person as they are without judgment. Just love, just welcoming connection. You're almost there. Stay. No words, no words. I know it's hard. Then I have the whole night to get to know them. They slowly.
Just like a look. Yeah, totally.
I'm just noticing what's going on in your body, the mind, the spirit, all at once. And when you're ready, you're gonna close your eyes in 3, 2, 1, and stay closed. You see how you feel right now after, whoa, that was intense. Stay with your eyes closed. Take a deep inhale, filling up the belly, filling up the chest, all the way to the top of the ground. Bring your hands up to the sky. Exhale, let out. Slowly take your partner. And then let's go back to the circle.